There's a very, very familiar story that most of you know, the story of David and Goliath. And I'll just, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to assume everybody knows the story of David and Goliath, high level. The Philistines are the arch enemies of the people of Israel. And the Philistines and the Israelite army, they line up in battle formation against each other. And the Philistines are going to send out their champion, this guy Goliath, who's 9.5 feet tall. And they say, hey, if you send out one guy, we're going to send out our guy. If you beat him, we're your slaves. If you beat us, you beat our guy, we're your slaves. So it's all going to be dependent on these two guys, and the Israelites are scared to death. The king of Israel at the time is King Saul. Saul is scared to death, and here comes little old David, who wasn't even supposed to be there. He wasn't even in the army. He's a shepherd boy that came in to make a quick delivery, and he sees this going on. David's like, hey, who is this guy? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that's coming against the armies of the living God? And so these two are going to do battle. In fact, Saul tells him, no, you can't fight this guy. He's been a warrior since his youth. You're just a shepherd. You don't have any experience. You can't do this. And David's like, hey, you know what? God has delivered me the lion and the bear. This is going to be no different. He had confidence because he knew what God had done for him in his life. And when I tell you why is Keith running for Senate, let me tell you something. I know what God has done for me in my life. He has elevated me in everything I've ever done. When it comes to business, I don't know that I've ever been qualified for any role I've ever had, but you know what? I've always had success because I love people and I put Jesus first in my life. And I have always wanted anything I've done because I know that my strength comes from the Lord. And if He's fighting my battles, I'm in pretty good shape. It's worked out for me my whole life. So let me just read this real quick to you.